Hello students, in the previous class we have done how to calculate taxes on the basis of table, right? So today we will revise that and we will continue to 5.2, that is next exercise 6.2. Okay, so be ready for that. So students, before we start today's session, first thing is what you should know table number 1 and table number 2 properly. Okay, because your 6.2 is dependent on these two tables only. So if you look at table 1 and table 2, table 1 is for individuals up to the age of 60 years and table 2 is for those individuals who are senior citizen and the age is in between 60 and 80. Okay, now see, if you look at both the tables together, then you will see that for first table discount is up to 2,50,000, means if your income is in this range up to 2,50,000, then you don't have to pay any tax, that is nil. But if you exceed if your salary exceeds 2,50,000 to 5 lakhs, then your tax rate is 5%, and obviously education cess and secondary cess are fixed, that is 2% and 1% respectively. This is everywhere. And if your salary is in between 5 lakh to 10 lakh, then you have to pay rupees 12,500 fix plus 20% extra, whatever amount this is. Same way, if your salary is more than 10 lakhs, then you have to pay 1,12,500 plus 30% on those amounts which are exceeding 10 lakhs. Okay, so this way you should know the rate as well as the range. So if you look at this, up to the age of 60 years, there is discount till 2,50,000. But if you see the table of senior citizens, that is age from 60 to 80, here up to rupees 3 lakhs there is no tax, and in the previous one we are having up to 2,50,000 no tax. Now see the next line, from 3 lakhs to 5 lakhs 5% rate is there. Then from 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs tax rate is what, 10,000 plus 20%. And for more than 10 lakhs the tax rate is 30%, and the amount which you have to pay is 1,10,000. And students, what about education cess? Education cess is always 2% of whatever is income tax, and income tax is this much. Okay, and secondary and higher education cess is 1% of income tax, so that you should know. Okay, then only you will be able to solve sums on this. So what you should know, first thing is what, if the age is up to 60 years, then 2,50,000 means no tax, and if the age is in between 60 to 80, then up to 3 lakhs there is no tax. Okay, so this you should know. Now we will move forward and we will solve practice set 6.2. Okay students, now we will start practice set 6.2. okay, now see the questions. First question is, observe the table given below, check and decide whether the individuals have to pay income tax or not. Means you have to see the table and you have to guess whether that individual need to pay tax or not. So only that you have to tell. Okay, now see the first one. Miss Nikita, age is 27 and taxable income is how much? 2,34,000. So you know, up to the age of 60 years, okay, how much is the discount? Till 2,50,000, and here the taxable income is less than that. So in this case Miss Nikita will not pay tax because her taxable income is less than 2,50,000. okay, so what will be the answer? No tax, or simply you can write no. Okay, now see the second one. Mr. Kulkarni, 36 years is the age, and here the taxable income is 3,27,000. Now see, this is more than 2,50,000, so that means he will pay the tax. So in this case you will write yes. Okay, now see the third one. Miss Mehta, 44 years is the age and income is rupees 5,82,000. So again this is more than 2,50,000. So here he will pay the, sorry, she will pay the tax. So here also yes will be the answer. Now see the fourth one. Mr. Bajaj, age is 64. So he is what? Senior citizen. And for senior citizen we have discount till 3 lakhs. So here income is more than that, 8,40,000. So here also he will pay tax. Now see the last one. Mr. De Silva, age is 81. So 81 means this is omitted, right? Because this is super senior citizen case, and for super senior citizens we have discount till 5 lakhs. But this is omitted because we are not doing third table. So this question you are not going to do. So only first 4 questions, and in this first one is no and the remaining 3 is yes, because all 3 will pay tax and only first one, that is Miss Nikita, will not pay tax. So only the thing is what you have to write yes no in the last column, and you will make the column by your own. Okay, so I am not solving this, only yes no you have to write, and that you can do. Now I am going to solve question number 2. Okay, now see the question number 2 first. Mr. Kartar Singh, age is 48 years, works in a private company. Okay, his monthly income after deduction of allowance is rupees 42,000. See, this is monthly income, and we will convert this monthly income into yearly income. And every month he is contributing to rupees 3,000 to GPF. He has also bought rupees 15,000 worth of NSC, that is National Savings Certificates, and donated 12,000 rupees to the PM Relief Fund. Compute his income tax. So in this case you have to calculate income tax of Mr. Kartar Singh. Okay, now see, this age 48 means what? This belongs to your table number 1, and in table number 1 we have discount till 2,50,000. Okay, so we will see how much is the salary, and then we will decide whether he will pay or not. Okay, so let us solve the sum. First thing is what we know, salary is how much? 42,000. So let us do step by step. So I am going to solve the sum. Let us see the solution. First thing is what we will write, annual income. Now how to calculate annual income? See, we know the salary is 42,000 rupees, right? So we will multiply 42,000 with 12, then we will know how much is the salary. Okay, so 12,000, 12 2 are 24, 2 carry, 12 4 are 48, plus 2 50,000, sorry 5 lakhs. Okay, so what is the salary? 5 lakhs 4,000. This is annual income. Okay, so first point we have done, that is annual income. And then now we will do the deductions. So this is our first point. Now we will do second point. Second point is what? Deductions. Now we will write whatever deductions we know. First thing is what? How much he is investing in somewhere. See, monthly salary we know now. Now see, every month he contributes 3,000 to GPF. So first thing is what? GPF. Now see, for GPF he is investing every month. So we will multiply it by 12 so that we can know what is the annual investment. So 12 3 are 36. So 36,000 is the annual investment in GPF. Okay. Next point is what? NSC. See, he has bought NSC worth rupees 15,000, and this investment is annually. So overall he has invested 15,000 rupees in NSC. Then last point is what? PM's Relief Fund. In this PM's Relief Fund he has invested how much? 12,000. Okay, so how much is the investment? 36,000, 15,000 and 12,000. Okay, now we will add it. So therefore total deductions. So for that we will add these three, 36,000, 15,000 and 12,000. So let us do that. 6 plus 5 gives you 11, 11 plus 2 gives you 13, So 314, 4, 5, 6. So 63,000 is the total deduction. So this much amount is invested, right? So this much amount we are going to reduce from 5 lakhs 4,000. Okay, so therefore our third point is what? Taxable income. Taxable income. How to do this? 5 lakhs 4,000 minus 63,000. Okay, let us do this. Now 4 minus 3 gives you 1, then 10 minus 6 gives you 4. So how much is the taxable income? 4 lakhs 41,000. Now see, Kartar Singh's age is how much? 48 years. And you know, for this, how much is the discount amount? That is 2 lakhs 50,000, right? So up to 2 lakhs 50,000 no tax, right? That we know. We know for age 48 years up to 2 lakhs 50,000 tax relaxation is there, right? Tax relaxation is there because no tax up to the amount 2 lakhs 50,000. Okay, so up to 2 lakh 50,000 rupees tax relaxation is there. And from 2 lakh 50,000 till 5 lakhs there is tax rate of 5%, right? That you can see that in the table 5% rate is there. So we will calculate income tax now. That is our fourth point. Income tax is equal to, what is the rate? 5%. And 5% on which amount? See, you have to reduce 2,50,000 and whatever is extra on that money you will apply 5%. So that is what we are going to do. So 41,000 minus 2,50,000. So whatever amount, extra amount is there, on that amount we will apply 5%. Now 5% means what? 5 upon 100. Now do the subtraction. 000 already is there. Then 1. 14 minus 5 will give you 9. So 1,91,000 you will get. So you will apply 5% on this much amount, that is 1,91,000. Now cancel out these two zeros. Now multiply it by 5. So 5 1 ja 5, 5 9 ja 45, 5 1 ja 5 plus 9, 9. Okay. So income tax is how much? 9,550 rupees. Now the next point is what? We will calculate education cess. Education cess. What is education cess? 2% of income tax, right? 2% of income tax is how much? 9,550. Now let us calculate this. 2% means 2 upon 100. Then 9,550 is there. Okay. Now you can cancel 1 0. Okay. And further you can do cancellation. See, do 2 5s are 10 and do cancellation by 5. 5 1 ja 5, 4 is remaining, 9 ja 45 and 1 ja. So if you do this, you will get 191 rupees. So this is what education cess. Now we will calculate secondary and higher education cess. Secondary and higher education cess. So that is how much? 1% of income tax. So 1% of income tax. What is income tax here? 9550. So this is 1 upon 100 into 9550. 1 0 cancels with 1 0. So divide by 10 is there. So introduce 1 digit point. So you will get 95.5 rupees here. Okay. So this is about secondary and higher education cess. So now we have income tax, we have education cess, we have secondary and higher education cess. So if you add all these three, then you will come to know what is income tax. So let us calculate that also. Therefore, total income tax. Now how to do this? You have to add all the three amounts. So first thing is 9,550, then 191 rupees is there, then again you have 95.5 rupees. Now add it. So 0.5 already is there, so we will write that 015. So this gives you 6, 9 5 14, 14 and plus 9 gives you 23, 2 is carry, so 213, 358. So total income tax is how much? 9,836.50 paise. You can take it 50. Okay, so the total income tax is 9,836.50. okay, so this is the way how you are going to calculate taxes. Okay, so now we have done this question, so let me revise this for you. First thing is what? You will calculate annual income. Okay, and after that you will write deductions in step by step. So in GPF 3000 into 12, because this is monthly given, then NSC and PM's relief fund, then total deduction we have calculated, then we have calculated taxable income. How to do that? Annual income minus deductions. So we got 4,41,000. So you know, up to 2,50,000 tax relaxation is there. So whatever amount, extra amount is there, on that we will apply 5%. Then you will come to know income tax. So income tax is about 5% of whatever extra amount. So for that purpose, 441,000 minus 2,50,000. So we got 1,91,000. Okay, so cancellation of 20 and multiplication of 5 gives you 9,550. Then we have calculated education cess, that is 2% of income tax, 9,550. And after that we have calculated secondary and higher education cess, that is 1% of 9,550. Okay, and at the end we have added all the three, that is income tax, education cess and secondary and higher education cess, to calculate the total income tax which Mr. Kartar Singh will pay. Okay, now students, we have completed our portion, that sixth lesson. Now we will do 7th lesson in the next class. Okay, and before that, please make sure you are completing your assignments and notes properly, and I want assignments on that particular day which I have given you. Okay, so please complete your notes as well as assignments simultaneously on time and submit it on time. Okay, thank you, bye, good night.